Osama Siblani is here, organized a number of protests against the war in Gaza, publisher of the Arab American News. It is good to see you, sir. As always, thank you. Why don't you think we hear more about 1 million ethnic Muslims facing genocide in China, or Bashar Assad killing 500,000 of his fellow Muslims in Syria?
We do. We hear about this. We live their tragedy as well on a daily basis, but that doesn't mean that what's happening in Gaza is not a genocide and it's not something that should be condemned, especially that our tax dollars is at work there, not in Syria and not in China and not in Sudan, but certainly in Israel. We are giving Israel the bombs that kills people, and it's financed by our tax dollars, and that is the problem. The problem is that we are, declaring ourselves. Yeah,
but hold on, Osama. Hold on. We've said before, and I would say that there are legitimate grievances against how Israel is prosecuting this war. We can agree or disagree on those. I would disagree it's a genocide. You're going to say it is. But there's a difference here when we go and we look at these protests. They're not calling anymore for a ceasefire. The chants aren't anymore about a two-state solution and Palestinians living side by side. You have people yelling at Jews, "I am Hamas." October 7th is going to happen day in and day out. That's calling for more murder. That's calling for more violence. How is that okay?
These are few people. Maybe they're implanted. Maybe they are doing it on their own.
Oh, come on.
The movement, but what I'm telling you.
No, Osama, come on. We can have a conversation, but we got to deal with it. We got to be honest about the facts. Hold on.
These are not
from the river to the sea. That doesn't leave room for Israel. That is the chant. Okay, how are we going to get justice? Burn Tel Aviv.
There is no room for Israel. Israel has committed a mass murder in here. If 33,000 is not enough, what is enough? 60,000? 100,000? You want 1 million to be killed? How many people we should let Israel kill before we start calling it a genocide? It is a genocide. It looks like genocide. It acts like genocide. Israel is continuing. They don't care. They don't give a damn. Now, this is a grassroots movement. These are not organized people. These are not organized chants. These are chants that we have heard for years and decades. The situation did not start October 7. Leland, it started in 1948. This is not only 33,000 have been killed. They have been killing Palestinians since 1948 and so many other massacres.
Hold on, Osama. Okay, Osama. Oh, fine. There's been many people killed. We can agree on that. We can agree there's been many people killed on both sides. But what's different is there's not a view of who's responsible for that. And we got today a video from Hamas of them holding an Israeli hostage. Now, when this young man, when Hirsch was taken on October 7th, okay, he had two hands. He now is seen in this video without a hand. If you really want peace, if you really want a ceasefire, if you really want the Palestinians in Gaza to be free, doesn't that require Hamas to give up the hostages and, frankly, for Hamas to give up power as well?
Leland, since October 7, Israel has detained over 8,000 Palestinians, young and women, children, men and women, old and young. Israel is not innocent. Israel has committed crimes against humanity in here. Now, you want me to condemn Hamas for doing this? I will condemn it. Would the world condemn what Israel is doing? That is what we need to hear. Don't hear me what I say about Israel. I want to hear what the world is saying about the atrocities that the Israelis are.
There's a lot of folks. There's a lot of folks on college campuses talking about it.
One more thing important. These are not anti-Semitism. These chants are not anti-Semitism.
Okay.
Anti-Israel is not anti-Semitism. Most of the people who are demonstrating
that is a kind of Osama, I understand your point. Disagree with it, but we got to pick it up at a different time. It's an important conversation to have. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.